Colin Kirch. Hello, Colin.
Hello there.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We'll try and compete with the Chinook. I don't know whether you've ever tried to compete with the Chinook before.
Not personally, no.
No, fair.
Have you?
No, never. I think it's going to get even noisier later this afternoon, so I think it might be even more exciting. Now then, do you know, I hadn't even considered that bicycles would be important in the First World War until I knew I was doing this. I can't believe how many bikes were involved in the First World War. It's an incredible number, thousands and thousands, isn't it?
Well, they reckon, there's no absolutely accurate figures, but by estimates, they think about 40,000 in 1914, British, rising to over 100,000 by the end of the war were in use. French and Belgians, they estimate around 125,000. And the Germans, nobody really knows, which I could explain why, estimates from 100,000 to 250,000.
Wow.
The reason being, the only real way to estimate the British was how many bicycles each of the manufacturers made and supplied to the government for military use. That's how they've come to that sort of figure. One company, New Hudson Cycle Company, claimed to have delivered 16,000 in 1916 alone.
Wow, that's incredible. What happened to all these bikes? They didn't get killed in action or anything like that? Are there hundreds and hundreds of bikes
lying there? That's the advantage of a bicycle. It's somewhat disposable.
Yeah.
It's also easy to repair in the field. And the bicycles had toolkits. You'll see a toolkit just here, for example. There were two sorts of toolkits, either under here or behind the saddle, which is the traditional sort we know today.
So I have to say, one of the things that strikes me is that it looks like a bike, although this one is a bit different. Now, we're going to give you a bit of a challenge now on stage. No, we like our challenges here at the BBC.
Oh dear.
And we're going to challenge you to fold this bicycle, because this is a folding bike. Now,
as long as I don't have to strap it to my back and clamber over hedges like the cyclist battalions, I don't mind.
Give us an idea. Why on earth would they have folding bikes? What was the point of that?
Well, folding bikes, they started to patent the ideas of folding bikes from the 1890s, the mid-1890s onwards. When the Boer War came, several companies started to make folding bikes, but the government wouldn't accept them. Dursley Pedersen made one famously, and the owner, Mikkel Pedersen, illustrated it, folded on his back, with a rifle, etc., but no go. We don't know if they were ever used in the Boer War. But after the experience of the Boer War, they realised that bicycles were very useful during military campaigns.
Okay.
The problem being the cavalry were the elite of the army, and in civilian life, bicycles were already replacing horses. If you think about it, a horse needed food and stabling.
Bikes didn't.
And they could get killed or stolen.
Right, okay, so I can see
a bicycle didn't need those things.
But presumably you could go fast on a horse, though, with a bike, couldn't you?
No, not necessarily. No? They had a lot of trials, and they found that in longer distance, a bicycle, of course, didn't need to stop for a rest, like a horse did. A cyclist could easily do 60 miles, which a horse couldn't do.
Wow. Okay.
So the bicycle proved itself, but the cavalry was worried about becoming obsolete.
Right. Now, Colin, I'm going to get you to do this.
No, I'm trying to put it off.
I can see you're waffling on, saying, "Oh right, I want to put off this collapse of this bike."
All right.
Now, let's see how it works. You want to put your mic down, and if you need to speak, I'll unless you can do this one-handed.
Can I do it one-handed? How many hands?
How many hands?
Hands up. How many hands shall I use? One or two?
Two.
Two. One, three. Okay.
Okay. He's going to use two hands. And Colin, first of all, goes for. Well, what are you going to do first?
First, I'm going to go around the other side.
Right. Okay. First, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to disassemble a bike, you go around the other side, which is always a good start. And
now you do need a bit of practice to fold a bike. The first thing I'm going to do is take the saddle off to make it easy. Now, I have cheated. because this bit was stuck on, and I got an entrenching tool from one of the West Kent soldiers and I bashed it out.
Right.
Because that's the most useful tool ever with bicycles. 100 years ago and today, it's something for bashing it. A hammer's useful.
Yeah, I find that with my bike actually.
Yeah, a spade will do though in a pinch.
So you get your pin up, and once you've got your pin up, that presumably then it swings, does it? You've got two pins, one up this end, one down there.
We just need to make sure the pedals are in the right place. From memory, I haven't folded this for a while.
It's not going to go horribly wrong, is it? No one's. I'm not going to. You're not going to injure yourself, eh?
No. Here we go.
Wow. And there it goes round. Get the pedals in the right place there, Colin, otherwise
the problem here, this is a coaster brake, so you can't actually wind the pedals back. You have to have the pedals in the right place first, so you can see my predicament. If I fold this in, the pedal's going to get in the way, so I've got to unfold it again.
Yeah, don't try this at home. Get the pedals in the right place. Imagine doing this under incoming fire. It might not be quite so straightforward. This is where you say, "Fold, damn you, fold." This is the new thing. Never perform on stage with children, animals, or folding bicycles. There you are, Colin. You're going to manage this. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. How about that?
I'm not going to illustrate the next part, which is to strap it to your back and climb over a hedge.
How heavy is it?
I'll hold the microphone while you lift it.
That is heavy.
Off to the osteopath tomorrow then?
Yes, absolutely. And they used to carry that on their backs, did they? Go on, you can go to your microphone now.
I can go back to my microphone now, thank you. They did carry it on their back, and essentially it's a heavy lump. You're looking at 24 kilos. What's that in real money?
The kilo is 2.2 pounds, isn't it? So you're talking nearly 50 pounds
Nearly
of weight
50
on your back.
pounds.
That's a
In
lot.
World War II, they invented a very lightweight BSA folding bike that was around 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And in fact, this, in theory, was the only one made up to that time, up to 1942.